This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made.
Good morning and welcome to All Saints by the Seas Digital Children's Chapel. I'm Reverend Amy, and while I miss being able to be with you all in person, I'm so glad that we can be together in this digital format. If you are able, I ask you to find a candle in your house and have a grown-up who's with you help you light the candle as we get started with Children's Chapel. Each week we light the candle as a reminder that God's light is shining in our world, in the dark places, and there's places where we're afraid, and there's places where we're sad, and there's places where there's joy and happiness and fun and love. God's light is shining everywhere, and this light is a symbol of God's light. So let's go ahead and light our candle with the grown-ups' help. And now it's time to say our prayers. So why don't you center your hands in front of your heart to help us center ourselves for our prayer. And we'll take in 3 deep breaths, in through our nose and out through our mouth. I like to close my eyes when I do it. So if you'd like to do that, you can as well. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. 1, 2, 3. And now repeat after me. God be in my head and in my thinking. God be in my eyes and in my seeing. God be in my ears and in my hearing. God be in my mouth and in my speaking. God be in my heart and in my loving. Amen. And now we're going to hear the story for today.
Hi, that was some wonderful singing. Thank you so much. Our story today is called Christmas in the Barn. In a big warm barn in an ancient field, The oxen lowed, the donkey squealed, the horses stomped, the cattle sighed, and quietly the daylight died in the sunset of the west. And a star rose brighter than all the stars in the sky. The field mice scampered in the hay. Scamper, scamper, scamper. And two people, two, who had lost their way, walked into a barn at the end of the day. And they were allowed to sleep in the hay because there was no room in the inn. Look at all of those animals welcoming them into the barn. Those look like some nice, happy animals. The little mice rustled in the sweet, dry grass near the lambs and the kine and the ox and the ass. The horses pawed the golden straw, and the little donkey brayed, hee-haw. Can you sound like a donkey? Can you go, hee-haw? And there they were, all safe and warm, all together in the ancient barn. Who are these people? Do you know who they are? When hail, the first wail of a newborn babe, reached the night where one great star was burning bright. A baby? Oh my. And the shepherds with their sheep are come to watch him sleep. The shepherds came. They came to meet the baby. What child is this who is born here, where the oxen stomp and peer? Away in a manger, no crib for his bed. What child is this who lays down his sweet head? In the big warm barn, in the ancient field, a little child sleeps and the donkey squeals. What does that donkey say again? That's right. The star goes down, yet the wise men stay to see the dawning of Christmas Day. The child was sleeping in the hay. And there they were, all safe and warm. Oh, it's Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. That's who it is. All together in that ancient barn. What was your favorite part of that story? Who was your favorite character? If you could change one thing in the story, what would you change? So, now's a good time to turn to the family member that's with you, and you can pause the video and have a fun little chat about the story. When you're done talking, you can unpause the video and then finish the rest of chapel. Thanks so much for being here for chapel today, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.
The story tells us about how good God is. Let's sing about that together. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me.
That was a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm Chaplain Allison, and I'm really glad that you're worshiping with us today. I'm here in my backyard with my chickens and my dog Waffles. So we're going to get ready to have our closing prayer. So let's put our hands in prayer position and have 3 deep breaths in and out to help us get settled in prayer position. That's 1. So let's go. Another deep breath in and out and in and out. Okay. Help me, Lord, to love you more than I've ever loved before. In my work and in my play, God be with me through the day. Amen. And now it's time to change the light. Remember, we light the candle to represent God's light here with us. And when we blow the candle out, it doesn't mean that God's light and God's love go away. It means that it goes everywhere, and it's inside of us also. So let's watch the light as it goes. There it goes. It's moving everywhere. So, thank you for worshiping with all of us here today. And now let's sing a song.
The candle reminds us that God's light is always within us, and we can let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine.